Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Pascal Bro, back with another video. Guys, as always, I like to say thanks to all of our subscribers, all of our new subscribers, you guys who've been here from day one, and to the people who just subscribed to the channel. I want to tell you guys I appreciate you guys every single day, okay? Because it's a job by itself watching YouTube videos. Because myself, I watch a lot of content on YouTube and so support other people's channels as well. Now, with that said, guys, I'm 52 years old and I make this video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So do not take this as financial advice. If you do, you do at your own free risk. Okay. So with that said, guys, let's get down to business because today was another red day. Now, in my margin portfolio, I really wanted to go out and buy some stuff. But I was like, you know what? I don't know how much further the market is going to go down before we decide to come back up. So, whatever I have now in the portfolio, which after today, right, in that marginal portfolio, is going to be down a little bit more. Because as you can see, right, pretty much the whole board is pretty much red. We have a few things that's green, J&J, Waste Management, ExxonMobil, CVX, Netflix, um, Apple, Nvidia, JP Morgan Chase Bank of America, um, and a few others are in the green. Everything else is in the red. Meta, Microsoft, Google, Broadcom, Oracle, Tesla, Amazon, Home Depot, Costco. A lot of these companies are in the red. Okay, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Disney, well, of course, they got their own problems, but a lot of things are in the red right now, and this is across the board. Even when we go to the crypto market, okay, Bitcoin dropped for the first time in a minute below $110,000, right? I think at some point it was down to $108,000. Ethereum is now down to $3,900. Okay, XRP came from $3 and change now down to $2.78. So a lot of things are down. BNB that was up over $1,000 a couple of days ago now is back down to 96 $964. Okay, so not only the stocks or ETFs are down, but everything else is down across the board. So I have a couple of investments that that held its own. That you can see some of the things are in the green, but if you invest in a lot of positions like I do, and this just is the S&P 500, right? We're not counting the Dow, the Nasdaq, and all the other stuff that people invest in. So, guys, I tell you all the time, choose your poison. Now, this is the time. This is the best time to get into the market because you're buying things at a discount. Even though it might go down a little lower, um, but you're buying things at a discount. Okay, so depending on what you choose to invest in, you get it at a discount. So choose wisely and do what you have to do. So in my $2,700 portfolio was $2,700. Now down to $2,672, right? During the normal hour today, we're down almost 1%. That's like $92, 0.92%, $24.73. Okay, we're down in this portfolio. Okay, now in the after hours, we're down another $1.16. Okay, and you can see the trajectory is kind of heading back downward. So, and this is going to affect my other portfolios as well. That were also down big time, right? My big boy portfolio, the big boy portfolio was down like $11,000 at the end of closing, right? And at some point today, that portfolio was down like close to 20 grand. So, it's like the more money you have invested on a day like today, especially when I have a lot of funds invested into, the extreme high yield stuff, those guys take, a bigger hit than the regular positions would take hits, okay? But that shouldn't deter you from investing, okay? Now I got things spread out over here pretty fairly. Now tomorrow, right? If things if other things go up or down tomorrow, I will be probably putting maybe like $300 into this portfolio, um, to to buy some stuff, and I'm just going to pretty much spread it out across the board on everything that I have in the portfolio. So some of the stuff I have in the portfolio less than a share. I'm still trying to get a lot of things in my portfolio to a share. So when I throw that $300 in here tomorrow, some of the things that I still haven't reached a share yet. Um, for the ones that is cheaper, right? Some of the stuff I got is like expensive. Not everything in here is cheap, but I will try my best to at least raise all of the positions that I have in this portfolio to at least one full share. Okay. That will be the goal tomorrow if I can get the money transferred and get it into the portfolio. Um, and after I do that, I might not have enough to do everything in the portfolio, but I would definitely try to increase all of the positions in the portfolio, at least to one full share. And then after that, we would throw the money into some whatever else is left, right? In my car portfolio, you can see is down also, um, right? And it's not down by much, right? Today is down 0.24%, $29.82. So 14%. So it's still hanging in there. On a terrible day, it's still hanging in there. And you can see I got these other positions in here. So we got distributions coming in to the portfolio, not tomorrow, in my other portfolios tomorrow, but nothing coming in here. As you guys know, um, this thing will be sold at some point, um, so we can move the funds out of this portfolio. And the only portfolio you guys are going to be seeing will be this one here. And sooner or not later, right? I'm in the push to get this thing at least to about $5,000. So to double the amount of money in here now, to increase the distributions. That's my baby portfolio right there. So as you can see across the board, overall in my big boy portfolio, this is where we are. The value of the portfolio did go down due to everything else that is going on right now in the market. Um, but it is what it is. So as you can see, like I said, the value of the portfolio went down a little bit, but still, right? We live to fight another day. And this is what we do, guys. Okay, we invest in the market, and not only in not only in the stock market, but we invest in real estate. So we diversify. Now people can say, "Oh, I just buy REITs and stuff like that." Yes, sometimes it's less stressful. Believe me, I know, to just buy REITs and collect the percentage. And sometimes, like, yeah, I need to just put the money into REITs or whatever. But still, you have to diversify your portfolio, and I think having real estate is pretty good way of diversifying your portfolio. And if you have good tenants, of course, you can generate some decent income, and help deal with things like on days like today. Um, you know, days like today is like, man, why? Because all of the gains that we had made, when we had a good week. Was it last week, I believe? When we had a good week, right? All that gains is gone, right? And then some. So now we like back to zero, starting back from zero, going going forward. But I'm still trying to grow uh, my portfolio, and this one is down also today by 35,000. So it's not too bad. 1% overall. We have some profits in there, so we down. But I'm still going to be throwing funds in here. Okay. Now I wish I had more money to throw in there. But of course, the month coming to the end of the month, we have bills coming in. We got to pay bills, so we can be investing too much money. But we got to pay bills, we got to pay taxes, all lot of stuff going on. But none of that stuff would be possible if we didn't have funds to invest and get us to that next level. Okay, guys. Um, and you can see the portfolio right now. The yield is 97%. It's still a lot. Um, it's still a lot. I'm trying to bring it down. As you can see, this one is 48%, a cash management account. This one I think is still a little higher. 98, 49%. This one is what, 48, 49%. I guess a little, just a little bit, slightly bit higher. And then in the car portfolio, 70 some percent. And then Boys in the Hood, this one probably usually is always the highest because I have more Yield Max products in there that I'm trying to get rid of. Um, and yesterday was like, you know what? Yes, I want to do it, get rid of it. And then I was like, let me wait. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing to wait or not to wait, but of course, only time will tell. Okay? Tomorrow income, uh, definitely going to be coming at a good time. It's going to help the portfolio because with all of these red days, we need to build back that buffer. And these red days definitely mess up the buffer. So, but you know what? I can't wait for this month to come to an end and see what next month is going to bring because this month right here, it's been a little up and down, right? So hopefully, next month will be a lot better, and we can do a lot better because if you're looking at here, you see the annual income drop down for the next 12 months. Drop down, we down from 11,000, 10,000 now to 7,000, 7 million, right? 11,000. We down from 11 million, then we went to 10 million. Now we're at 7 million in the next 10 years. So 7.5 million in the next 10 years. It's a lot of money. Nothing to look down. Now we're down in the next 5 years to 1.7 million. So if we split this into two, right? We still got $800,000, 8 point some thousand dollars in there. Um, that's a lot. 800 some thousand dollars. That's a lot. If we can split this in half, we can do half of that. That is still amazing for my portfolio. So I cannot complain, guys. I tell you guys all the time, I cannot complain. Okay. And this is work in progress. Work in progress. And this is like this because of the down day affect the whole income in the portfolio. But we close to generating our $20,000 this month. So I think we're gonna be on target to generate that money. And we got a lot of bills to pay. So we need funds to do that. And eventually we're not gonna need to pull money out of this portfolio anymore. I'm thinking by this time next year, I will not need to be taking out cash from this portfolio anymore because these two portfolios will be doing its job. And once I can move the money out of this portfolio into this portfolio, um, and the way I got the portfolio set up right now, with a lot more stronger positions, even doing it downtown, you can see it's not as bad, right, compared to um, my other portfolio. So I think we're in good shape. Okay, guys. So, guys, I'm not gonna yap too much. You guys see what's going on in the market. I hope you guys are having a better day than me in the market. And pretty much this week been kind of up and down. But like I said, we're glad to be alive, to do what we're doing, to take care of our family, and build generational wealth. So I'll encourage you now, guys, is the best time to take advantage of the discount. Okay, because everything in the market is down. Pretty much everything is down. So today, tomorrow, I don't know what tomorrow may bring. Right? We might get another red day tomorrow. We might get a green day. I have no idea. But tomorrow morning, we'll check in the pre-market and see how things are going, um, and then we'll go from there. That's all we can do. All right, guys. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.